Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to put this video out just because of everything that's going on right now. And you know, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research and make your own decisions. But I genuinely can't believe that people can't see what's going on right now. And for the people that do not have somebody that they know that has reached out to them and shared endless information, for those people, I understand to some degree. But for the people who have somebody that they know who has shared with them think about Morgan Stanley comes out this week that they own 1 million shares, close to 1 million shares in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. On top of that, Fidelity came out and said 90%, and this might have been like last week, this was recent. Fidelity comes out and says 90%. And Fidelity is giant, right? They're like the biggest player in the space. And they come out and say 90% of their wealth clients are interested in Bitcoin. On top of that, Cuba comes out this week and is turning to cryptocurrency, and the central bank in Cuba is looking to legitimize cryptocurrency and put in regulations. On top of that, there was a story that came out in Afghanistan where some of the citizens there were turning to cryptocurrency to protect their assets, to make money as a means of a way to generate wealth and income with everything that's going on over there. And I'm not going to get into my other thoughts on all of that, just because that's not why you tune into the channel. And, you know, rest in peace to the individuals who have lost their lives. And my thoughts probably align somewhere around with everybody that watches my video. So that's pretty much my 2 cents on that. I don't want to have to take this video down, so I'm not going to go any further than that. But the fact that people can't see this is genuinely shocking. And, I seriously, and I'm starting to lose any sympathy for the people that cannot see and refuse to see what's happening right now. And, you know, because the things that we're seeing are going to continue, right? They're going to continue. Everything is being put in its individual place. Countries, economies, right? Processes. Hey, we're going to look at moving to do this. Different companies are adopting certain things, and everything is being slotted exactly where it's supposed to be slotted. And I just can't understand how people can't see this. I mean, what do they think is going on? That the whole world is falling apart simultaneously? Like all different countries around the world are falling apart simultaneously for no reason? And this is just the most bizarre thing I have ever... I have never thought in my life that the simulation theory had any legitimacy to it until the last 3 months. And it's just it's so hard to believe that people can't see this. Like, the dollar's collapsing, cash velocity is at just an insane low, meaning the amount of money that we are spending out in the economy is just cratering. Inflation at highs, I believe they said 30 years, not going to go down. U.S. individual citizens' debt is at all-time highs. I mean, debt in the stock market, margin debt in the stock market is at all-time highs. Weekly jobless claims are just coming out every single week. I mean, how do people not see what's happening right now? Every central bank is being very open about moving to quote-unquote central bank digital currencies. Why would they be talking about that? Why would we be implementing a global tax? Why don't people get this, right? And I'm genuinely losing any sympathy, and I had a lot, because it's so unfortunate. But I mean, really think about the people that, there's going to be a lot of people that get wrecked by this, but you know, we need a return to individual responsibility. And if it takes this to teach people that you have to be responsible for yourself, you have to make decisions for yourself, and you have to think critically, and regardless of what the masses think or do, you have to be able to assess situations in real time and be able to say, well, I know 90% of people are saying this, but that does not align with all of the facts and information available to us. So I'm going to go with what makes the most sense based on all the facts and information available. And that's what I'm going to do. So, all right, so that's just my general rant on that. I apologize. I know that y'all, that's not why y'all tune in, so I do apologize. But anyways, so moving forward, a couple different things that I wanted to go over. There was an agreement with the Russians and the Saudis. Now, if you don't understand the whole process of the petrodollar, I'm not going to get into it, but I mean, it's pretty easy to understand once you actually hear how all of this is laid out. So just go look up anything on the petrodollar. I'm pretty sure it's pretty open information. It's just crazy that most people don't understand the whole process behind the petrodollar. So that could be in jeopardy. Many people are speculating that it might be in jeopardy, and I think that there's probably some legitimacy to that. And I mean, on top of that, there was this, there was a bug with Ethereum. I'm just going over general news that's come out over the last couple of days. There was a bug with Ethereum. It's looking like there's a little dippage right now. I think I started seeing about 30 minutes ago with the market. We'll see what happens. If we don't see some type of serious downward price action with Ethereum, I would just say that's more bullish news for Ethereum, because after having some type of a bug, and I do believe that their patch was already created, it's just a matter of everybody updating. If there's no downward price action, I would say that's very bullish news for Ethereum. It's also bullish news for Cardano. And also I heard that, Cardano is going to allow ERC20 tokens, or going to create a bridge, or there's already a bridge created for ERC20 tokens. So the ERC20 tokens, their platforms are going to be, able to be implemented on or layered on top of Cardano as well via a bridge, which is great news. And I mean, that just increases the values of those platforms, because, if they can operate on multiple different base layers, that's extremely vital for them. That's extremely bullish for them, because it just makes them that much more valuable. I think there's maybe one or two other things. So I had a subscriber, and thank you for doing this, comment in the comment section about QuantStamp. Now, I know I did my video on QuantStamp a week or two ago, and I still have not had a chance to buy, just because of all the ins and outs that I have to go through to be able to do that. And I'm waiting on a new hardware wallet to come in. I don't want to do anything with the current one that I have, anything more than what I've already done. And I do want to have multiple wallets anyway, so I'm waiting on my new hardware wallet to come in before I do that. But he said, he linked a video from Charles from 3 days ago, talking about the audit and talking about their experience with QuantStamp. And he didn't come out and bash them, but he did say that, I believe that it was taking them too long to get back with them, and that, they might look at using a different auditing service, because of that. And I totally get that. But from what I can see, this looks like something that is going to be regulated and mandated, that companies have to go through this. And this is just an extra control measure. When agencies and companies are created solely to serve the regulation that the individuals in charge put in place. I'll give you an example. Like when they put regulations in place for U.S. businesses, you could say the Affordable Care Act, or anything, let's just say that whatever regulation that they put in place. The Affordable Care Act was the first thing that came to mind. At that point in time, companies have to start changing the way they do things internally to accommodate the regulations that have been put in place, right? So that creates a whole new industry, because now you need people to help you with the Affordable Care Act so you can stay compliant. I believe we will see something similar when it comes to auditing and security services for blockchains. And from what I can see, it looks like that QuantStamp is going to be the main one, or one of the main ones that is used for different blockchains. Will probably need to use QuantStamp or something like them to, make sure that they have an independent third party coming in and saying, yes here, no there, this is what needs to be done, and that you can publish that information so there's full transparency that the people on your platform are being taken care of. So I believe that's going to ultimately happen. and the fact that the people in charge are partnered with QuantStamp, to some degree, it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter about the quality of services that you provide. I'm not saying that they provide bad services or anything like that. It's just, Charles had a very lukewarm to kind of critical take on them. And the thing about it is that if the people in charge put in regulations and that say, here's the approved providers you can use for this audit, then it is what it is. And everybody just has to do whatever, they're told to do, right? It's the same thing with US companies that have to, on the fly, change how they do things internally because the people in charge have put in additional regulations. So now, whether they like it or not, it is what it is. It's a regulatory measure put in place by the people in charge, and more times than not, they have their own select providers that they like working with to carry out these regulations. So that's how I see it playing out. This is all my opinion, okay? All my opinion, not financial advice, right? So make sure that you feel comfortable with whatever you're doing on your investments. Don't take my word as, take everything I say with a grain of salt, right? Guys, I think that's pretty much it. Guys, girls, anyone else, I think that's pretty much it. And I kind of, jumped all over the place on this video, but, just back to my original point, I have no idea. I mean, I genuinely, it's insane. I don't understand how people don't see what's going on right now. And it's just it's so shocking that, I'm in a state of shock. I really am. It's like, why can't you see this? What else needs to happen? All the big banks are in. All the billionaires are in. Countries are in. Like, what are you doing? Why can't you see this? So who knows? So anyways, that's all I got for this video. Sorry, I just, rambled all over the place and kind of went on a rant, but that's all I got. Thank you everyone who has liked, shared, and subscribed. Crypto and blockchain are the future. They're going to the moon. Some are going to go to zero, but there's going to be a large number of blockchains that go up and to the right for a very long time. And that's just the reality of the situation. This is the new system. The old system is falling apart right now. It's in a state of collapse, not just here, but all over the world. And we're going to move to a new system, right? And this is it. So I am as bullish as I ever could be, and there's really nothing that's going to change that. So that's all I got. Thank you everyone who's liked, shared, and subscribed. I will put something else out probably tomorrow, just some more probably useful content than the rambling that I've done for the last 12 minutes. So that's all I got. Take care. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next one.